Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. Today's pick a card reading is going to be all about their first impressions and what your first impressions of them are, kind of what happens in the beginning, that type of situation. And it is for spouse, but if you don't plan on getting married, partner. Honestly, this could also go for anyone in your life that you want to know what their first impressions were of you. So we have 3 piles to pick from today. We have the blue calcite, black hematite, and the desert rose here. So whichever pile is calling to you, pick it whenever you feel called to. So I thought we should get a little closer. So this is their first impression of you, and this is your first impression of them. So let's talk about it. We have the 4 of summer and the ace of autumn. When they first meet you, they might not see your full potential. They admire you from afar, or alternatively, you don't see theirs and they see that. Like, they see how you don't maybe take them serious, how you don't really, it's not on your mind when you first meet them. So first impressions are like, they're not sure you find them attractive. They're not sure you think they're cool. Like, they're just not very sure that you're interested in the same way that they're interested. And they have to do a little bit of groveling. See here the little cherub fairy. And you're completely distracted by other stuff in your life. But they see you as like getting your stuff together, making things happen. You're a busy person, or at least they perceive you that way. Very successful in what you do, and that you like what you do to make money, whatever that is, your job, however you get money, they perceive you as liking that. So they could meet you at work and they see you working really hard, or just having a good time working. You could be laughing with coworkers, whatever the case is. They see that you like the way you make your money. They also see you as very intuitive. Like, they see you as very witchy for some of you guys, into the arts, into the occult, into spirituality, any of those. They really like your hair. First impressions are like, wow, they have cool hair. Even if you have like just normal looking hair, they like it. It looks healthy, whatever the case is. But they just see you as like just so crazy intuitive. Like, it's pretty special. And they kind of see you as a person who kind of just like goes with it, goes with the flow, goes with the conversation. First impressions, of course. And as a pretty positive person. So those are their official first impressions of you, and then we have yours. You see this person as like well off money wise, with the King of Coins and Magic, which is the Magician and traditional decks. But you see them as like someone who's like, damn, okay, they're a provider. They could provide. Not attaching gender roles to that, whoever they are. You see them as like a strong figure, a strong, could make a good partner, a good father even, or mother. And this could be, because for some of you guys, you're not going to get that right away from just the first impressions. But I think maybe the first couple interactions with with this person, that's like your first impressions of them. So when I was saying that they feel all these things about you, it is first impressions, but first impressions don't have to be made all in one go, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, you see them as someone who like does things that they want to do. You know, they're not just like waiting around for things. They do things. Maybe they travel, maybe they moved. And you do, okay, first impressions are that you do see them as someone that you could potentially sleep with. You do see their sex appeal. You do kind of, maybe it could have been a long time for you. Maybe you're picky with who you choose to sleep with, that kind of thing. But like kind of within the, you know, beginning stages of meeting them and talking to them, you do know that they are someone that you would consider having sex with, and someone that you feel like you could have a really like good rest with, cuddle with even. You can kind of see yourself settling down with this person. Yeah. Yeah. It's really interesting. So your future spouse, be on the lookout for someone that you kind of look as like someone who has it together for the most part, someone who makes good money or is smart with their money. Yeah, it's pretty special. And you see them as like really, sorry, with the 10 of stops, which is the 10 of wands in traditional decks, it's just you see them as a really responsible person, that they like work really hard, that they work a lot, and they build things. They build their life. Maybe they're quite literally like a foreman, or they're in construction, or they're in something with them building and working with their hands. And I think you find that really attractive, that maybe when they come home, they're a little sweaty, they're a little smelly. Not in a gross way, but like, you know, we're attracted to people's scents, and we're attracted to, at least we should be. So you kind of like that they can get their hands dirty. This is someone that I do believe you will eventually have like a amazing amount of trust in their abilities as a partner, their abilities as a provider, and for some of you guys that could be really important. So those are first impressions, but we'll get more into what else is going on here. Okay, so we have hidden motivations, which that's what we're going to talk about first, but we're going to pair that with tarot because I think it is important. The 8 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Cups, we have the 6 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So it might take you guys a while to even go on a first date, first anything, okay? And the reason might be because someone's throat chakra, we have here blue, and we have a lot of blue, which represents the throat chakra, could be very blocked, and they might not even have a hard time. They do have a hard time expressing a little bit, and they have a hard time doing, because we don't have a lot of fire, which is all about action. But we have feelings, a lot of feelings. So they're very romantic. They have romantic, obviously they're your spouse, but at the beginning there's like a lot of romantic feelings towards you. There could be a little bit of one of you guys working through past hurt, and that could be what delays the connection. Maybe you guys are dealing with exes, that type of thing. And like I said earlier, someone you or them is struggling to see the full potential. I almost feel like it's them, because when your first impressions of them are, you know, you see potential, okay, in them. And I think that they could struggle with that. Like, yeah, they find you beautiful. Yeah, they find you like really fucking cool. Like, they just think you're a really special person. But I don't think they see the full potential, or they hide it from you. They also could not want to express it. I keep talking about how they don't want to express. They don't want to express how much they feel, how much they want to come home to you and just relax with you after a hard day at work. How they want to have, because look at that life. That's a fairy tale life right there. We have a deer, a castle, and children playing. So it could even scare them a little bit when you guys first meet, how the attraction that they feel, the possibilities that they see. And it could be just because they're holding on to past hurt from the past. Someone could have hurt them. It could also be you, though, that this is when you meet them, is when you're still kind of struggling about an ex, or you're, you know, someone that you talk to, someone that ghosted you, whatever the case is. Because people love to ghost. Don't even get me started. Oh my god, I'm gonna go on a rant. Anyways, so with the Eight of Pentacles, they, once they figure it out, they do put so much effort. They do put so much effort into like getting themselves ready for you, whether that's their home, whether that's their finances, whether that's their mental health, whether that's their cutting people exes off, whatever the case is. I think that at the beginning you could feel like it's taken a little bit to progress. It's not going to be instant, and the reason being is because they're just getting themselves ready for you and working really hard to be able to offer you their love and their, you know, everything. And it takes them a little bit, but it works out. Like, all their hard work with the Six of Wands, it works out. Like, you feel validated in your feelings and the way you felt for them and the way that you just kind of saw potential in them. You end up being rewarded for that, for hanging in there a little bit. I don't think you're gonna have to wait too long, because this is your person. And you guys just start a really beautiful life together. And they might, okay, because they have a hard time expressing, maybe verbally or with their actions or something. I don't know. There's something that's blocked about them. Maybe we might find out what that is. But there's something that's quite blocked with them that they have to work on, like I was saying earlier. So they could quite actually write it down, and they're gonna eventually, because this is the last card, they're gonna eventually express it to you. For some of you guys, it could be through a song. It could be through poetry. It could be through a letter. It could be through like a long text, or quite face to face. They're gonna give you the message. Okay, truth be told, yes. I think that at the beginning, maybe they don't tell you outright what they want. They don't, like, they could try to be your friend. That's their hidden motivation. They could try to be your friend while hiding their true feelings for a little bit, until they finally just open up their heart. And I feel like we look at this woman, and she is, you know, your heart's over here. It's more to the, yeah, wait, no, her heart's here, right? Okay, but it's more centered. But that's typically like when someone goes, oh, my heart, right? We go there. So they're very protective of their heart when they meet you. But through you being you and them being them, and the situation just working itself out, their heart opens wide, and all this love comes pouring out, and they leave the masks, as well as you, if you struggle with that, of like pretending and not expressing what you really want to express. And maybe for you too, like, you guys are friends and you're just scared to tell them. One of you guys or both could be scared to love again. But it's gonna be like the foundation of your everything is that period of you guys struggling to figure it out. It's only gonna make you guys stronger. And then I got two cards just to kind of see where the sexual attraction energy is. They very much want to please you, and for some of you guys, it could take them a couple tries to figure out what you want in bed. But they want to please you, so they're gonna eventually learn. And okay, so they struggle with, when they first see you, they drool, and every time they see you, they drool. But maybe to you it doesn't seem like that. Like, you wonder if they even find you attractive, but maybe you have a feeling that they do, because they try so hard to make sure you don't catch them staring at your chest, make sure you don't catch them checking you out when you walk away. Like, they really don't want to come off as perverted or creepy or gross or perceived in that way. They respect you so much, and they want to make sure that you are aware that they respect you, that it's not just for your body, it's not just for your physical beauty, but they fucking love your body, okay? And I think that soon, It's not going to take that long for you guys to find yourselves in being intimate. So it could even happen for some of you guys before things are official. For some of you guys, it could happen on the first time you guys hang out. Maybe there's a lot of pent up frustration, anxiety, sexual frustration and anxiety, so you guys just get it over with really fast, which is why I think it takes a little bit longer to then figure out what you guys actually like past the initial like crazy can't get enough of each other stage. But they figure it out, and they treat you with such kindness and sweetness and respect, but not in the bedroom. Once things once all shyness goes away and you guys finally get comfortable with each other, freaky stuff happens. Freaky stuff happens. If you guys, someone might learn how to squirt. That could be guy or girl, vagina or penis. But definitely a lot of fluids are involved. Pile number 1. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments. If you guys already know this person, that'd be sick. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys. Pile 2, hematite. Let's get into it. So, this pile right here is going to be talking about their first impressions of you, and this pile right here is more, we're going to get into your first impressions of them. And I do want to express to you guys that it is like first impressions, but it could also bleed into maybe the first couple of times you guys have a chat, or you know, as you're first getting to know each other. And then we're gonna get into spicier stuff. Okay, so 1 second. Oh my god, had a little coughing fit. I am back. Okay, so oh my gosh. So we have the Nine of Autumn and the Queen of Autumn. So right off the bat, they see you as stylish, different, Taurus vibes, or even Libra. Very a lot of Venus energy, which is okay. So Aphrodite rules Venus, and when you think of Aphrodite, it's just very romantic. It's the love planet. Some people like to refer it as. It's all about physical beauty. And just very earthy, because the Queen of Autumn is the Queen of Pentacles, which is earth. And they just perceive you as very happy, very stable, very grounded, very earthy, very down to earth, very beautiful though. And I think in a classic way for most of you guys. And then we have the Magician and the Nine of Winter. So they see that like your life is what you've made it. Your life is you've surrounded yourself by the things you have meant to surround yourself with, if that makes sense. Like your friends are cultivated, your music taste, everything about you is cultivated to perfection almost, that they kind of look at you like, are they real? How, like, or is this, they wonder if it's all just like smokes and mirrors, if it's just an air that you put on, if you're really that classy, if you're really that, you know, everything that they think about you, they wonder if that's really who you are. They're a little suspicious. And a little scared. They're scared that you might hurt them like other people have hurt them in the past. They just see you and instantly go, they're out of my league. They wouldn't want me. Like instant, they shoot themselves down with you because of their past experiences. When that's not the case at all, because let's talk about how you feel about them. Okay, I think you feel that they're kind of like stoic. They don't show a lot of emotion. You feel like they could stand to smile a little bit more. But they're very quick-witted and really, maybe their sense of humor is dry and you're quite bubbly. And at first it kind of feels like, like, whoa, I don't know about this person. You both aren't sure about each other because you guys could, on the surface, first impressions, be so different, be into different things, different cultures, different backgrounds. It just, one of you guys could think the other's like a stick in the mud, and like, like you want to tell them liven up, and they're like just very serious, very Virgo energy, very, I gotta get things done, like I'm on my way to do this, and you're like, listen, chill, like let's have some fun. But you do recognize that you see them as like literally oppressed. We have oppression here. You see them as someone who's like scared to be themselves, someone who hides what they want. They're repressed. They just go about life just not showing their true, colorful colors, like that they're actually very bright, that they're actually full of fucking sunshine and rainbows, but outwardly they seem like this grumpy, no nonsense type of person. And maybe they need you to bring it out a little bit, but there is something about them that makes you feel like they are your person. There is something there. There is an initial attraction, even though there's so many differences between you guys. And I think, okay, for a lot of you guys, I know that sometimes a lot of women hate making the first move, or like they will sit back and like, no, the man has to chase, and no, I will not make the first move, and like all these things. But it's not, making the first move isn't you chasing, it's just you letting the other person know that you're interested in them. So for a lot of you guys are going to make the first move, and it doesn't have to be as serious as, hey, you want to go out with me, or hey, you want to go do this. No, it's it could just be you making a flirty comment, just longer eye contact, making their conversation, just like, oh, are you single? Just, it could be a subtle move, and they could just pick up on it. But very much so, like, you kind of zero in on them a little bit the first time that you guys meet. You're like, okay, this is someone that I find that I would want to get to know more, that I would like to see if they're really that grumpy underneath it all. And they feel the same way about you, like I was saying earlier, like, wonder if they're really that, like, beautiful, that awesome, that special. A lot of questions left unanswered when you guys first meet, first impressions. Okay, so kindred partnership, I'm telling you, your souls recognize each other. That's the biggest thing here, is that even though, like I said, so many differences, so many uncertainties, so many like, well, are they gonna hurt me like the last person? Are they really about it? Are they just being, are they putting up a good show? Like, are they really who they say they are? And both of you guys could feel this way. Both of you guys are suspicious, but both of you guys also recognize that it's worth pursuing, that it's something that could really be worthwhile, because we have the kindred, sorry, these are not supposed to be upside down. Kindred partnership. I'm taking that one upside down. So you guys can meet at a time where one of you guys isn't that financially well off, and it might be them. Okay? Don't freak out about that. Like, it does not make them any less your person. But there's like, they have an inability to they don't feel ready, but they also kind of don't care. And they don't feel ready in the sense of money. Money is a huge thing for them. And they could not, I'm not saying that this person's broke, that they don't have anything to offer, but they could just feel stressed about money, they could just, have just gotten laid off. When you guys meet this person, their finances aren't perfect. That's okay. It could be because they have a lot to take care of with the Six of Pentacles. Talks about giving and receiving. So I do believe that your connection will be quite balanced and equal, but in their life, they could have other people who do a lot of taking, or just simply they have to take care of a parent. They have to take care of, for a few of you guys, a child. They have to take care of, if, your person's a lot older, they could have been married before, they might have to take care of alimony. Super random, super specific only for some people, but your person gives a chunk of money to a bill, to a person, to a thing. when you guys first meet, and maybe they're just paying off their student loans. Like, it's not a biggie, but it is something that sometimes wants to hold them back, but they try not to. Honestly, quite simply, they could be bad at managing their money, simply put, because it's recklessness and all kinds of stuff. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. They could be, like I said, oh my god, okay, the King of, then I don't know what it is about this pile that has me like so hyped up. So I feel like there is a level of excitement when you guys first meet, and that they meet, you make them feel really energized and just like, you know, they can't stay in their seat, because I literally cannot stay in my seat, and I was not feeling this way a little bit ago. But they could come off as so fucking arrogant, because it's the King of Pentacles, and just like a know-it-all, and just like, if you've ever met a crabby Cancer, this is the type of person, their outward appearance. So maybe their rising is in Cancer, so they just come off as like grumpy and like, I just woke up, and like grumpy, but they're actually not. And you guys actually, it's opposites fucking attract with you guys, and you guys filling each other's gaps. Like, you could be really fucking amazing with money. Like, you're just a good budgeter, you're just good at saving, you don't have to make a lot of money, but you're just good with it. Or you will be when you meet this person and they suck, and so you guys fill in each other's gaps. And then there's the cheesy, like, when someone hates pickles and the other person loves pickles, and so whenever you guys go out to eat and there's pickles, you could just give them your pickles, right? Or tomatoes, or whatever the case is. That's how it is with you guys. Just a level of give and take, and who you guys are as a core fills each other in. Okay, so they could be kind of grumpy, right? And you're not. You are sunny and bubbly and bright. You don't have to be exactly that, but you know, maybe you see things more as a glass half full and they're a glass half empty, right? And they could just be more realistic, and you like to just see the bright things. Because we have the Temperance here, but look at like the sun shining in the back. The sun, you know, she has a fucking halo, basically. And even just you being you and you being in their life brightens them up. It helps them out. Because, you know, if you, I don't know if you've ever been around two people who are both negative and they're just bringing each other down or something, you know, like. And here's the thing, while your person is quite grumpy, I think that they kind of learn to work on that, to the point that when you're down, when you're feeling negative, they can also step in and build you up and give you reassurance. So very equal, very give and take, very special. But there's a great knowing within your souls when you guys meet each other that you guys are each other's person, like big time. And it's like fated, you can't avoid it. So for a lot of you guys, when you guys meet, maybe, you know, you meet each other and it's like, oh, they were attractive but grumpy, and they're like, oh, they were attractive but, you know, too outgoing, they could say about you, right? Loves to be around people too much. They could be a little more introverted than you are. But then you guys have the same friends, or you guys go on the daily, you guys have the similar daily commutes. Whatever the case is, you guys keep running into each other until like, it's kind of forced upon you guys, more so than they right away ask you for your number. It's going to take a little bit of a build up and a hint from you, because like I was saying earlier, you don't have to make the first move, but they need to know that you are interested in them, because they're a little afraid of rejection, and I think it's because they don't give their heart so easily. And so even making a move to them would feel very, very much like rejection, and so they just want to be really sure that you feel the same way that they do. And like I said earlier, the thing about your guys' connection, and it's going to be very passionate, and I'll get into that because I peek at the cards when I'm shuffling. I sometimes will peek just to see the energies, and I kind of saw that like these cards, which we'll get into, are there's a lot of passion. Okay, so your guys' differences make you guys stronger, make you guys have a better dynamic, make you guys more fun together. Instead of pushing you guys apart. So there's a lot of chaos and conflict, but it's almost fun. There's a lot of like, maybe you guys are always roasting each other, or they're always roasting you, or you're always roasting them, like, you know, always throwing little jabs at each other that are completely harmless, completely fun. And so it's like a lot of fun. And again, deep knowing, there's just this sense that your souls recognize each other, your hearts fucking pull out, send the feelers. It's really beautiful. And then we have the Star, Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the High Priestess. You hold the key. You both hold the key to each other's heart. The key to having, there's a sense of like, you know, I hate to say this because I believe we are whole on our own, but you guys are literally two halves of one whole. Okay, you're perfectly fine by yourself and you always will be, but you guys together are better together than apart, and you guys hold the key for that, for each other's happiness. Not fully, not completely, but when you guys meet, there's a sense of like, you guys can breathe now, like you guys are done searching for, if you guys had been doing any searching, or searching simply for a partner, you know. And you guys do fun things. You guys do fun things. You help them get out of their comfort zone a little bit. And you guys could like to travel a lot together, and have sex in new places. Yeah, you guys have a lot of fun together. Pile number 3, that's all I really have for you. If that resonated, if you already know this person, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye, guys. Hi, pile number 1. Number 3. If you picked pile number 3, this reading is for you. So we have this side over here is their first impressions of you, which, by the way, you got an extra one compared to the rest of the piles, and this pile's your first impressions of them. And when I say first impressions, it's more like the first couple of times, the very first time, all of it, you know, take it as it resonates. But for sure, this person could be someone from your childhood, someone from your past with the Six of Summer, or just someone that feels like home, reminds you of home, someone you meet while maybe you're back, like they're visiting your town. There's just some connection with home for them when they first meet you, when they think of you, like they just feel like, it's so cheesy, but like they don't care where they live as long as they're near you kind of feelings. Not as intensely, these are first impressions. I don't know, I don't think they're that clingy. I don't know, maybe they are a pretty clingy person. Let's get more into it. And they just see you as someone who is so giving. You could be a humanitarian, you could like to volunteer a lot, you give a lot, you donate to charities, you volunteer for cleanups, you work at an animal shelter, Humane Society, PETA, maybe you're vegan, I don't know. Just very much a sense of you care for others, you care about others, you give to others. And maybe not in that scale. You could help out your family, you can help out your siblings, you give money, you share, you are there for people emotionally, you're a giver, you're a helper. Almost to the point that it depletes you, either money wise, like you give your last $5 to someone who needs it, you help out someone through their problems to the point that you start taking on their feelings. Maybe after you hang out with people, you feel really drained and you feel the emotions that they were feeling at the time, like transfer of energy. You could be a healer. So they see that, in you when they first meet, and they're just like, wow, they think that's pretty cool, pretty special. They're really happy to have met you. Whenever it is that they meet you, they're like really happy that you came into their life, that you exist. They're like, wow, I'm just so grateful we met and it happened this way. And they also see you as like pretty content. Ooh, very free spirited. Okay, so when I first saw this pile, I'm getting Aquarian vibes, Aquarius. So if you're Aquarius or you have strong Aquarius placements, or literally it could be in one of your houses, where you're just a free spirit, you're optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. They see you as someone who isn't afraid to chase after their dreams. Maybe what you do, maybe you're vet, maybe you're someone who had a dream as a kid or had a dream and actually tried to go for it. You could be a musician even. That'd be kind of cool. And they kind of wonder though. I feel like they kind of wonder about your stability. It could be money-wise, it could be mentally. There's something about you that kind of scares them a little bit, and they're like, well, I don't know. Like, if I catch feelings, then I'm fucked, and I don't know if I'm okay with that. Like, they're not sure if you would be someone that would be safe to love. Obviously, you are. But when they first meet you, they're like, are they safe? Are they going to break my heart and stomp it into little pieces? Could be because you're so attractive. Could be because of your lifestyle. Yeah. So how do you foresee them? You see them as maybe someone who's a little cold. Maybe who you feel when you think they don't like you. But you do see how like they are trying to work their way up in life a little bit. Maybe they have a good career, or they're trying to get a good career, a good job, that type of thing. You can meet them college age, or they're simply going to college regardless of their age. But you kind of could see yourself pursuing them. You could see yourself going for it. But they also, you don't think they're scared. You don't think they're shy. You can see that they could go for it. Like, if, I think for you, they make a move. You're like, wow, that they move fast. Wow. You're kind of, they could ask you for your number like the first time you guys meet. They could ask you a date the first time you meet. Very quick. Which is interesting because your person knows they wanna fuck as soon as they see you. But they don't know how much further they can go to that. But it doesn't stop them from pursuing you. Interesting. Interesting. But they're not pushy about it. They're not stalkery. They're not weird. They're very respectful about it and very adult about it. Very like traditional, and they seem maybe a little conservative, but they ask you like out on a formal date, not a wanna come over and smoke, wanna come over and do this, wanna come over and watch a movie, wanna come over and wanna hang out, wanna go for a drive. Not that there's anything wrong with that, okay? Even though my voice kind of was, I'm judging. Not that there's anything wrong with that if you're into that, or if a person asks for that. But when it comes to them, they ask you like, you want to go get a drink, you want to go get coffee, you want to go for a walk in the park, you want to go out to dinner, you want to go out to the movies. Like, they ask you a concrete thing to go do versus want to come over and, let me see what your underwear looks like. Okay, let's get into more stuff. I don't know. There's something about your person. It's kind of they're interesting. Okay. This makes sense. Their energy is fuckboy energy at the beginning. Their energy is, they're not looking for anything serious at the beginning, okay? And It's kind of because they're judging you harshly. You're too much fun, you're too this, you're maybe they perceive you as flaky, okay? And that could be inaccurate. You know, it could, because you're dealing with stuff. Like sometimes we have flaky friends where you're like, why are you always canceling? And they're like, I'm sorry, anxiety got the best of me, depression. Like those are valid things. So maybe that could be something that you're dealing with. Or maybe you're a little flaky and you need to learn to like stop canceling on people so much just because you don't, you know, for not good reasons, you know? Okay, so yeah, haha. They judge you so fucking harshly when they first meet you, but there's something about you and they still think you're so fucking sexy. And maybe they're projecting, honestly, or mirroring, to the point that like they're very free spirited too. They're very you both might have fuck boy fuck girl energy, and so you're both kind of judging each other like, I don't know. And it's funny because I think that is the case. You guys are so similar to each other that you're both suspicious for the same reasons. You wonder who else they're texting. You know, it's a little bit like iffy at the beginning, but you guys develop genuine feelings. And both of you guys could be looking for nothing serious. Both of you guys can be unsure of what you're doing. Interesting stuff. Okay, but there is a transformation that happens in the connection. The connection itself transforms, because for a lot of you guys, it could start as friends with benefits. If you're like, that's not something that I do, that's fine. Just starts off as something that doesn't feel as stable and as concrete as it ends up being, because this is your person, this is your spouse. And you guys transform as well. Like, if you had a habit of obviously texting a lot of people, that kind of thing, like it obviously stops. Like you guys have a transformation. And if you weren't ready before, you guys get yourself ready. But judgment, it's both of you guys judging each other. And I do get the sense that both of you guys are a lot of fun. Both of you guys are the life of the party. It's not a party till you guys get there. You guys both have like an awesome group of friends. Both of you guys can have a little too much fun at times. Take that as it resonates. Sorry, dropping things over here. Don't mind me. But it's very fun. It always feels fresh, and like there's always stuff to do, places to go. Like you guys love each other's company. And that's what you guys discover when you guys first hang out. And here's the thing, you guys are so kind of in this energy of like, well, what am I gonna get out of this person, you know? Both of you guys, like, what is it, like, what are they doing for me? Like, is this good for my soul? Is this good for my bank account? Is this good for my, you know, what's inside my pants? Like, is the sex even worth it? It is, after you guys first have sex, of course, but it's very much so like, is this even gonna work? Is this even gonna, like, should I even pursue it? But you guys both do. And the thing is, you guys are both looking at it, and like I said, a fuckboy fuckgirl energy, where like one of you guys is the chaser and you see the other person as a conquest. Or both of you guys feel this way. But the funny thing is that as soon as you guys get intimate, as soon as you guys meet each other, know who you guys are, really get to know each other, like that's it. It's a fucking wrap. Like that's it. Like there's no one, but that, you know, it feels like there's no one that could ever measure up, and there's no one that ever did. Like everyone in the past fades away. Like exes, who's that? You know what I mean? Like you never have to worry about exes, because you guys are all each other's C's once you guys truly get to know each other after first impressions, you know? And it's going to be persistent. One of you guys, I think one of you guys runs, one of you guys chases, but it's going to be very persistent, that like you go after what you want, or they go after what they want. And it's each other, and there's this like sense that you guys can't get enough of each other. It's like intoxicating. Like the passion never dies. Like you guys always feel like you guys won. You know what I mean? Like you guys both tamed the beast. You tamed the fuckboy fuck girl. And I'm not encouraging. It's tough because I'm not encouraging you guys to stay with someone, or, you know, when someone tells you like, I'm not looking for anything serious, like, you have to believe them. You have to take them at their word. You can't hope that they're going to change down the line. But I don't think that this is the case. Like, I think most of you guys are aware of that, but it still so happens that you guys are the exception, not the rule. Yeah, and both of you guys feel like you guys caught the prize, but both of you guys are the fucking prize. Everybody wants, you guys are so wanted, so coveted, so like lusted after. Both of you guys, like, you guys are two sides of the same coin. You guys are each other's like karma, each other's justice. I really like that. I don't know, it's like really fun. It's really fun. Like sorry, I got a call, but I think I was talking about how everything's just so fun, like the courting process, the relationship, the connection, like it's always so fun. And the great thing is that eventually, like, it's gonna start off so fiery and so hot and so bothered, but it does get stable and the connection becomes sustainable and real, and it's happily ever after story for y'all. Time to go and come to the edge. Look at them running, just like one of y'all, both of y'all. I think you guys take turns running and chasing until you finally get it together and really make it work. So let's talk about, okay, so what's so interesting and so crazy is that at the beginning, it's very, very lustful. It's all about your bodies. You think they're so fucking hot. They think you're so fucking hot. Like, you guys spend your time fantasizing about each other, pleasing yourselves to the thought of them. Both of you guys, okay? A lot of picturing what they would look like naked. A lot of, you know, and they do this for you. A lot of fantasies, a lot of lust. It's so lustful. But the crazy thing is that, like I said, while that's the first main attraction to each other, it just grows into something so much more, and then you're left with awesome sex and an awesome emotional connection. So, like, can it get any fucking better than that? Like, I'm low-key jealous. But they treasure you. They treasure your body, even like into old age and into like growing old. They still cherish your body. They still make sure that you know that you are loved and wanted and chosen by them. It's really beautiful, because it starts off with this fuckboy, playboy, playgirl, fuckgirl energy, and turns into like fucking hold each other's hand while you die on your deathbed, like Titanic and that other movie, The Notebook. So it's very cute like that. Not to ruin any spoilers. I mean, not to ruin any endings, but it's very much that energy. Like, you guys, this is your person. That's it. Like, you can get married to someone and divorce them. You guys are not divorcing. You guys will never let each other go. You guys love each other too much. It's really nice. Point number 3, if this resonated, if you already know this person, if you're already currently in a connection with, let me know in the comments. Let me know what's going on. It was so lovely to chat with you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.